grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, and I attended the Met School, graduated in '04. And, sorry, I am an entertainer, but I'm not much of a speaker, and I'm definitely not a morning person. But I never would have graduated high school if it wasn't for the Met. I attempted dropping out twice. My parents wouldn't have any of it. They kept putting me back in the system, and they really wanted me to go to college. My dad never graduated high school. My mother never went to college. I didn't see that in my future, but you know, I was a good kid that just never applied myself in school. At the first school that I went to, the one that I had to test into, I flunked every class except Japanese. I got straight A's because it was the only thing I was interested in. Then I went to the private school, and well, I don't know if anybody listens to Mark Maron's podcast, WTF. My friend Red Miller was on there. He plays in a band called the Old 97s. And he was talking about his experience in the Dallas school system, where he said, I was getting beat up for not being a dummy. And that's kind of how I felt at private school. Although my physical fights were limited, I did kind of feel that every day. So at the Met, when I ended up there, I got to do some really cool work. I worked with developmentally disabled kids, doing music therapy. I got to work at a radio station. I'm telling you, I'm not much of a public speaker. It's different than singing. But yeah, I'm saving that for later. Yeah, I started building. Oh, thank you very much. I started building this guitar behind my advisor's back because, you know, I was still kind of a rebel. You know, I thought it would be lame to build this guitar for school. You know, but he found out about it, and I was trying to work on this project. I wanted to start an internet radio station at the Met, and it was going nowhere. And he was like, "John, you dummy, this could be your senior project, this guitar." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." So that was pretty cool. That guitar helped me graduate, and I still play it. I didn't bring it with me though because it's an electric guitar, and I insist on only using the loudest amplifiers, so I'm doing you guys a favor, really. But another cool thing about the Met was I learned how to apply to college, and I got into my first choice, which was Bennington, which in an alternate universe, if I had gone to college, you know, it would have been Bennington. So, you know, I could fall back on college if this failed me. But yeah, I've got to do a lot of cool stuff. I've been all over the world. I've got a record deal at 19. I've been in every magazine, and I got interviewed by everybody's favorite liar at 30 Rock, Brian Williams. I've played the Newport Folk Festival 5 times, which is amazing. That was the first concert I ever went to see Los Lobos. And I actually ended up playing in a band with Steve Berlin later in life, so things come full circle. I played on Letterman 3 times. I've been on Conan twice. I've played Carnegie Hall. I got Senator Jack Reed to finally put into law the ability for musicians to carry their instruments on board airplanes. It's Section 403 of the FAA Modernization and Reform Act of 2012 It was published into the Federal Register on January 5th of this year, and it became effective on March 6th. So, pretty happy about that. I don't have to worry about the airlines breaking my stuff anymore, which does happen every single time you travel. Oh yeah, I got kicked off a plane trying to get to the Newport Folk Festival last year in Philadelphia. This is what started the whole conversation with Jack Reed. I think my wife told the steward to go fuck himself or something like that. And we got removed from the... and you know, in our defense, there was plenty of room for my guitar on board. The guy was just being a jerk. But yeah, we got married a couple years ago. We live in Nashville now. We have a daughter named Sid. Yeah, I gave Doc the finger in Las Vegas on stage. That was cool. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and this award is pretty cool. And yeah, thank you very much. And so yeah, I think I'll play a song, and I want to get my wife up here to sing a duet with me.
This is Vanessa Carlton.
Hello.
And that's our daughter, Sydney. This is a little duet that I wrote called In Our Time. It's not about the over 40 dating site. But it is about my parents, and they're over 40, so, and we will be soon.
I will.
Back in the day when we used to dance, you chuckle every time that I'd misstep. Well, now that we're older and our hairs get gray, you never cut me slack for my mistakes. You know I never meant to sink to such depths. Why would I jeopardize what we built behind that fence? Stay with me, baby, when you can. It's a pain to see, but I'm still your man.
Back in our time, before the children, we were all the envy of our friends. And then we were blessed with 3 little babies. Whatever broke, we built it up again.
You know I never meant to sink to the bottom. Why would I jeopardize what I built as a father? Stay with me on some lost weekend. It's a pain to see, but our hearts we can mend. Oh, back in the day,
Back in the day,
when we used to dance,
when we used to dance,
you chuckle every time that I'd misstep. Oh, now that we're old straight.
and our hairs get gray.
You never cut me slack for my mistakes. You know I never meant to sink to such depths. Why would I jeopardize what we built behind that fence? Stay with me, baby, when you can.
Oh, it's a pain to see, but you're still my man.
Oh, such a pain to see, but I'm still your man.
Thanks a lot.